A dream machine, also known as a dream controller, is a device that helps dreamers achieve lucid dreams and control their dreams. The principle of a dream machine is: external signals affect dreams and create dream triggers. Simply put, it is to influence subconscious dreaming or sleep states through external stimuli in reality, so that certain predetermined scenes, i.e. triggers, appear in dreams. Since 2016, the Dream Control Team has been cooperating with the Zhejiang Hospital Sleep Center to conduct scientific research experiments on lucid dreams. In the real-time interaction between reality and dreams experiment in 2019, sufficient tests were conducted on various external signals entering dreams. And these experiments also established the design and development ideas of the dream knowing machine. After several years of R&D testing and optimization iterations, the first generation of dream knowing machine, DreamWorld No1, was developed in 2021, and the internal evaluation conclusion was effective and reached the qualified level. At the same time, we also believe that DreamWorld No1 is the only dream knowing machine in the world that has reached the qualified level of effectiveness. The effectiveness of a dream knowing machine depends on the probability of effective triggers in dreams. The so-called effective trigger refers to a trigger that is easily recognized by the dreamer. The standard of the Dream Control Academy is: if the effective trigger appearance rate reaches 20%, that is, on average, one or more effective triggers can appear in every 5 complete dreams, then this dream knowing machine is considered to be effective and reaches the qualified level. Before this, we evaluated other signals and triggers. Signals are divided into dream signals and dream body signals. Dream signals refer to signals that affect dreams, that is, signals that appear in the environment or atmosphere around dreams. Dream body signals refer to signals that affect the dream body, that is, signals that appear on the body of the person in the dream. The corresponding result of the signal in the dream is the trigger. The dream body signal corresponds to the dream body trigger, and the dream signal corresponds to the dream trigger. DreamWorld number 1 includes 5 external input signals: breathing, electrotherapy, sound, light, and vibration. Among them, breathing, electrotherapy, and vibration signals are dream body signals, and sound and light signals are dream signals. The triggers we expect are: dream body trigger, breathing. The dream body feels suffocated and has difficulty breathing. Electrotherapy. The dream body or current things have elements that are obviously related to electricity or electrotherapy parts. Vibration. The dream body or
it compares it to thousands of other similar
dream trigger. Sound. The sound corresponding to the outside world appears in the dream. Light. The light effect corresponding to the outside world appears in the dream. For the signal to become an effective trigger, it needs to pass 3 levels. Level 1. Signal into dream, level. Level 2. Dream making method, level. Level 3. Coffee effect, level. Signal into dream. To enter a dream, you must first have a dream. For a qualified dream machine, sleep monitoring function is a basic requirement, and it is best to have REM monitoring function. In view of the cost and technical threshold, DreamWorld No1 adopts a relatively simple and practical motion and static judgment method. The algorithm of the gyroscope's angular velocity change of the body position determines the sleep state. The user can calibrate the parameters according to his own situation. It is usually difficult for external signals to enter dreams. There is a common view that the human body has a strong shielding effect on the outside world during the sleep stage, so the signal cannot enter. We believe that this is indeed the case in the dreamless stage. The signal is not processed by anyone and can only interrupt sleep at most. However, in the dreaming stage, the subconscious mind is already on duty and the situation is different. The subconscious mind is much more powerful than we can imagine. It not only includes the memory bank and psychological activities from childhood to adulthood, but also the internal operation of the body and the external close environment are all within its monitoring and perception range. Therefore, as long as the external input signal passes through the human system during the dreaming stage, we believe that it will be transmitted to the subconscious mind and become the material. However, among such a huge amount of materials, will the submerged guide use the signal materials input by the dream machine to create dreams? That is not certain. If the signal materials are not used in the dream, or if they are used but have no sense of existence, then the signal dreaming stage is a failure. Therefore, we must first ensure that the signal can be used by the submerged guide to a certain extent, become an element in the dream, and achieve real signal dreaming. Can the signal enter the dream? To what extent? It depends on many factors. Signal attributes, signal strength, frequency, stimulation, sleep stage, dream body activity, pre-sleep cues, body sensitivity, material priority, submerged guide preferences, etc. can all have an impact. For example, dream body signals are easier to enter dreams than dream signals. High frequency and high intensity signals are easier to enter dreams than low frequency and low intensity signals. Light sleep stage is easier to enter dreams than deep sleep stage. Signals that have been cued before going to bed are easier to enter dreams than those that have not been cued. Signals that interfere with sleep are easier to enter dreams. Regarding the signal to enter dreams, Dream World Number 1 has a wealth of signal sources and intelligent adjustment systems in this regard. All signals, light, sound, electricity, shock and breath, support personalized settings, covering multiple stimulation levels and sleep stages, with a wide range of intensity and frequency, and adjustable combinations of multiple signals and plans, striving to maximize the signal to be in the sky. This is a deformation. 3. When playing, the sky becomes brighter. This is a deformation. 4. Suddenly everything in the dream turns red. This is the original form. Another example is the output of the electrotherapy signal, attached to the foot, in a dream. 1. Kick a firecracker. This is a deformation. 2. Dance gracefully, with light in the dance steps. This is a deformation. 3. The toes suddenly feel numb. This is the original form. 4. When hugging someone, you find that he is electrified. This is a deformation. 5. Running non-stop in the dream, flying over the eaves and walls. This is a deformation. After the dream fulfilling DAFA, will the signal become the original form or deformed? There are also certain rules, such as related to the signal source. The electrotherapy signal has more deformations, the light and sound signal has more original forms, and the breathing signal is basically the original form. It is more related to the subconscious mind. The harder the subconscious mind works, the stronger the dream-fulfilling DAFA is. The more deformations there are. For example, the richer the plot of the dream, the more deformations there are. When it comes to the shallow dream stage, when the subconscious mind is about to finish work, the probability of the original form increases greatly. Whether it is the original form or deformation, it needs to be recognized by the dreamer to be an effective trigger. The original form is closer to the intended trigger, so the original form is usually easier to identify than the deformed form. However, identification requires a prerequisite, that is, no matter whether the trigger is in its original form or deformed form, the trigger needs to be within the dreamer's attention range. This involves the trigger's prompting degree, that is, the degree to which the dreamer's attention is attracted. The higher the trigger's prompting degree, the better. In this regard, dream body signals are much stronger than dream signals. Dream signals, such as sound and light signals, will mostly become background walls after being dreamed. Whether in their original form or deformed form, mixed with other sounds and lights in the dream, and have little effect on the current plot, making it difficult for the dreamer to feel anything abnormal. The focus of the dreamer's attention is usually on the things or plots being processed at the moment. In a deformed form, and will be mixed with other sounds and lights in the dream, with little impact on the current plot, making it difficult for the dreamer to feel anything unusual. The focus of the dreamer's attention is usually on the things or plots being dealt with at the moment, and it is easy to ignore the sound or light as the background environment. Unless the signal can attract the dreamer's attention at once, such as the dream suddenly turning red in the example above, the probability of this is small, usually in the waking stage. And easy to wake up. Usually, the dream signal has a low prompting degree after the dream realization method, and is difficult to be recognized. Dream body signals, such as the electrotherapy signals and breathing signals used by DreamWorld No. 1, are mostly deformed as a result of the dream realization of electrotherapy signals. Sometimes,